you to eat real food. Real food comes out of the ground, or it comes off of a tree, or it comes from an animal that was peeing on the tree. So we need to eat real food. Real food does not come from a vending machine. Real food is not a toaster pastry. Real food is not alcohol. These things are all going to push you the wrong way, and the body's going to say, like, I don't even know what carbo 5849 is. That's what's in this processed food. It's all these chemicals and junk that the body doesn't even know what it is, and when it's foreign to the body will view it as a toxin, and if the toxic pathways to get the toxins out are not working, it's going to store it in fat cells. So we really need to eat the food that the body is looking for, and when it can get that and you can digest it correctly, all of a sudden the body's not going to keep screaming for other stuff. Step number 5 is to eat the right carbohydrates. Now when we eat carbs, sugars, or liquid sugars, that raises our blood sugar, and that's going to spike our insulin levels. And as long as insulin is high, it blocks the body's ability to access stored fat and burn that for fuel. So we really want to learn how to keep our insulin on an even keel and not create these big spikes and crashes, because insulin takes a lot longer to come down than our blood sugar. So we can run out of blood sugar and the body's like, hey, I don't have any fuel because I just burned up all the sugar, but insulin is still too high for me to access stored fat and burn that for fuel. So I got nothing. That's why we get those cravings. We like to remove all the high carbohydrate foods and eat what we call medium carb foods. So real food in a medium carb fashion are things like sweet potatoes and butternut squash and yams and Brussels sprouts. So we want to eat the carbohydrates that give us the fuel that we need, but not so much that we create this huge spike and crash. Step number 6 is to cycle your carbs the right way. While we're sleeping, we're not eating any carbohydrates and our insulin has a chance to come down. So what if we can just extend that window when insulin is very low? If we don't have any carbohydrates for breakfast, we're extending that window of time when insulin can come down. Maybe instead we don't have any carbohydrates for dinner and we start that window a little bit earlier. So if you can put your carbohydrates in the right location, you can get the fuel that your body needs, but you can also keep insulin low a lot longer and extend that window when your body can really burn stored fat. Now some people will be able to do this for even days at a time, where they have like really low carb foods, maybe just green vegetables and proteins, and some people are going to need some carbs every day.